Hi brothers and sisters, making video about astrology and how house systems are staying in one place. It's stationary and ether is moving 15 degrees every hour. As you noticed here, you have plane of inertia here, which is ascendant, and this is descendant, and that's midheaven here, MC, and this is IC. So this is how nature does, and how you can cast your chart, basically, because when you're born, it's pauses in that moment that you're born, and you have that's why you have a ascendant here on east. Wherever you're born, you still have ascendant, whatever sign was in east that moment that you're born, which could be any sign. And this is basically, you can make it a very simple way without computer, so you can meditate on this board, on your chart, and what kind of sign you have on your ascendant, and what kind of sign you have on your descendant energy, and then you can check it out, because this is made out of simple board. I just draw the circle here and I put the houses and meaning of the houses roughly. For example, first house is self house, second house is stuff, money, value, third house is mind, learning, communication, fourth house is your home, and fifth house is creativity, pleasure, children, sixth house is work, service, illnesses, food, small animals, seventh house is others, it's basically relationships, marriages, open enemies, and we have eighth house, other people's money, taxes, death, inheritance, regeneration. Ninth house is philosophy's house. It's about learning, visions, religions. 10th house is about public, reputation, and 11 is friends, social gatherings, wishes, long-term goals, and 12th house is a fantasy, hospitalization, institutions, subconscious mind, secrets, hidden activities, basically. So this is basically there is kind of like a bad houses and good houses, and you can see like this 6th, 8th, and 12th is the worst houses, which is like you don't want to have any planets or anything in these houses, because it's very difficult energies that you have to transmute, and you have to go through when you have something going on here. For example, if you have if you have a Taurus rising and you have Venus in Taurus, and for example, Venus in Taurus, and then you think that your Venus in Taurus gives you 5 points, but if you have an ascendant like that, you can see that 6th house, which is the second ruler of the which is Libra, is in 6th house, basically. So that means like it's debilitated more, like it's not as healthy as people think. because it has to go through the work, illnesses, service to get that you know full uh, full power of that Venus in your chart when you have it in a good sign like in a Taurus, because it's rules Taurus. And as you see like Sagittarius comes up on an eighth house, so that means Jupiter is debilitated too, because it has to transform. It's much difficult for Jupiter, and also Mars, because Aries in a 12th house that way. So this way you can see energies, and you can meditate like on your own chart, and you can put any ascendant. Like for example, today, like right now is Age of Aquarius, so I put it on a first house, and you can see energies of rest of the sign. What houses they kind of going to have deal with because it's gonna affect. Age of Aquarius sits on a first house, so everything switches, and you can see like for example, sixth house, which is a house of service, it's gonna be Cancer right now. Used to be, it was in Pisces, so used to be Leo, very egoistic about, but right now it's gonna be more like more sensitive, more watery energy in that sixth house, more nurturing, and you can tell like even relationships is a Leo, um, and um, and used to be used to be when it was Age of Pisces, it was more Virgo, which is like Earth signs, so it was more like slave mentality relationship, kind of. So but now it's gonna be more like egoistic, because it's gonna be a lot of people probably gonna get divorced and not gonna have these traditional marriages, because Leo is a fire sign in a seventh house. So it's gonna be different, and other things, and we're gonna have good relationship with other countries. Looks like we have Libra sits on a ninth house, which is long term, and it's about good relationship, because Jupiter rules this house, and Venus and Jupiter will be good relationship here. And then we have other things like so you can meditate on this one yourself. I mean, you can make your own wheel like this and make it so it turns like that, and you can just like because it goes like clockwise like this. This is a ether moving through the houses like this every 2 hours. I mean, every um, it takes 2 hours to one sign to switch to the other sign. So it's like 15 degrees each one in 1 hour. So it's in the middle. So it's kind of like this visually. I just play this for you to so you can have a visionary clue. This is just a program I have on a computer, but you can go on a website, astro.com, and cast your chart yourself. You just like type your time and where you're born and exactly what country you're born, and it'll cast a chart for you. And then you can basically you can even put your planets, your chart on this wheel, and current planets that are today. Basically, I marked them maybe 3 days ago here, where I didn't mark the moon. Moon is in Taurus today, and so, but you can check it out where the moon is in your chart. For example, if you're Pisces ascendant, then eclipse will happen in third house, basically. And if you're Aries rising sign, it'll happen in the second house. full moon eclipse. And then if you Taurus, it's going to happen in the first house. And then if you Gemini ascendant, it's going to happen in the 12th house. And on and on. Like if you're Cancer ascendant, it's going to happen in 11th house. And so you can see even other planets here that are marked. The Sun is in Scorpio, so for Cancer ascendant, Sun is in Sun and Mercury and Mars are in a Scorpio currently, so they are in a 5th house for Cancer ascendant, which is like house of creativity, pleasure, children. So a lot of activity is going to happen in that region for you, you know. And then if you are Leo ascendant, you have a lot of activities with the Sun and Mercury and Mars in a 4th house, which is your home, inner, security, and all that stuff. And then you go to Virgo ascendant, and you have Sun in 3rd house, basically, and it's about communication, siblings, So a lot of activity is gonna be going here in this region. So, and you can see other, so this way it's nice to meditate because this way is very important to know how like cosmos clock works. And this is even times here. See, like 6 o'clock in the morning, and then here is 7 o'clock in the a.m. and then here 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. So you go through the houses which indicates the time zones. So if you have, for example, if you have a Sun, you're born like 1 o'clock, you put, and you're like Gemini, for example, you put it like that, and then it's roughly tells you maybe, it depends exactly where you're born. It could be like a little bit between, not exactly cusp to cusp like that, but it's gonna be around there, and then you can find your ascendant here, because this is for example, if you have Sun in Gemini, you're born 1 o'clock, you set, and this is a 9th house. 1 o'clock is a 9th house, and then basically you have ascendant here. You have Libra going, so there's a chance that you're a Libra ascendant, and then you can check your energies like that. What you have, see, like if you have Venus, Libra ascendant, your Venus, other whole sign that owns belongs Venus is Taurus. So Taurus is in 8th house. So see, Venus is already suffering here, because it's when you're born with the ascendant with Libra, 1st house, you have Taurus in your Taurus basically in 8th house, and you have Jupiter basically and Neptune, which is a ruler of Pisces, in 6th house. But you have a good houses here too, which is the first one, 7-1, which is important house, is most important, and 10 and 4th house. So I hope I explained it, and maybe that will help you to kind of like check your own way and make your own board like that, kind of, and then you can like meditate on your chart, and you can even read for energies in future too with this. Thank you very much, guys. Bye.